Hi, Natalia.
Hey Joe, what's up?
Nothing. Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sure.
How do you say hippopotamus in Spanish?
Hipopótamo.
Hippopotamo. That's
Sí.
kind of similar.
Yeah.
So there's a reason I ask you about this, and I think you know where I'm
Yeah.
going with this. Have you ever
Tell
heard
me.
of a Colombian hippopotamus or Colombian hippopotamo?
Actually, yes, I have.
So that sounds really bizarre. So I always thought hippopotamus were from Africa.
They
So
are. They're originally from Africa.
right. But then I heard about hippopotamus dealing with Pablo Escobar and bringing animals, and there's some story behind it. Can you clarify?
Yes.
Okay, so give me the story of
Actually,
the Colombian hippopotamus.
okay, so actually, Pablo Escobar was pretty extravagant and crazy. Not only like evil and nuts, but also extravagant. So after he got all that money from drug dealing, he decided he wanted to make this Neverland kind of project,
Like Michael
like Michael
Jackson?
Jackson. Yeah, but his version was exotic animals that no one else could ever see live in Colombia. So, among all the crazy animals he brought from other places of the world, he got hippopotamus to his ranch. He got a ranch.
Okay. So now we're talking 20 years ago, the 1980s?
Yes.
Okay.
And the hippopotamus used to live there with lots of other exotic animals that he brought illegally into the country and bought from like poachers and scary people. And they were initially like three females and one male.
Okay.
And then they reproduced like crazy.
So a lot of hippopotamus in
There's
Pablo
like,
Escobar's, what'd you call it? His Neverland Ranch?
yeah, it's called Hacienda Nápoles, but that's his Neverland ranch.
Okay, so the hippopotamus started reproducing. Okay.
Yeah,
And he still had them all at his ranch.
yeah.
And then I heard something about one got out or something like that.
Yeah, the thing is, the ranch is so massive that some of its limits don't even have like a fence or anything that separates it from the rest of the world. So some of the hippos just wandered around and ended up like in a school and other places. One of them even got shot by the military. I have no idea why they did that, but it sparked a whole controversy on the media. Many people didn't know that this guy had this hippopotamus there, and now there's like 45 of them. So no one knew there's so many, and they're just like freely wandering the ranch.
So that's crazy. So you're a kid in Colombia who's probably never left his town before, let alone see an exotic animal, and all of a sudden a hippopotamus rolls up at your school.
Yeah, exactly. Crazy, crazy.
So that's kind of nutty. So now all these animals are at the ranch, roaming around. One gets away. What year are we at now? Now we at the 90s? Is Pablo Escobar still in power?
No, actually, all of this happened because Pablo Escobar was shot dead, and many of his properties and stuff were left abandoned, and no one knew what to do with them, still being processed, his paperwork being lost somewhere. So,
And now we're talking 1994-ish.
yes.
Okay. If I know my Colombian history well. Are you impressed?
Yeah, very impressed.
Okay, so in 1994, he's shot. Okay, and they're processing everything, don't know what to do, and we still have the hippopotamus there.
Yeah.
So what's happening to the hippopotamus now? So there's no more Pablo Escobar, no more ranches, all that kind of stuff. What's going on with the exotic animals?
Well, the process has been here and there. Some of them had died, some of them were given to NGOs, but many of them are still there and it's still being processed
To this day.
to this day. Yeah. Many of his places, like properties, have been turned into other things. This place is one that they still don't know how to sort out.
So hence, is there a chance that when I walk in the woods of Colombia, I can run into a hippopotamus, or am I exaggerating? Or is it more controlled than that?
I think it's more controlled than that. But there's been crazy accidents like the one from the school and the one that wandered and got shot.
Wow.
And they also say that hippopotamus aren't very, well, they're not the most peaceful, you know?
No, they're aggressive animals. They're very territorial, and they're
Yes.
also deadly. I mean, their jaws could kill somebody easily.
Yes.
So that's got to scare the crap out of people here.
Yeah.
They said
That's pretty crazy.
you're not talking about bringing over a llama.
Yeah, hippopotamus, imagine. He had so many crazy exotic animals there. It's nuts. Many of the zoos in the country didn't even have these animals.
But with that being said, thanks for that little tidbit on the Colombian hippopotamus.
Yes, imagine. From Africa brought to Colombia by a drug dealer.
He did a lot of things, I heard.
Oh, man.
Well, thanks, Natalia, and I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, Joe.
Bye.
Ciao.